let's go. It's time to be the GOAT. It's time to enter God mode, man, let's get it going. I wanna be the greatest, energy is overflowing. I know I'm stoking the fire, my desire's taking over, not time.
Okay, you beautiful friends, welcome back to the back of the semi-truck, and as y'all can tell by the audio change, I am using this little tiny microphone right here to be recording because it is that time of the year where it gets extremely hot in this truck when I have the truck turned off. So I want to be able to record, so hopefully removing all the background noise will make it where I can do that. Granted, yes, the audio changes, but hey, it is what it is. Maybe y'all will like it, maybe y'all won't. Let me know down in the comments, but y'all can tell by the thumbnail, you can tell by the title, we are finally watching some more of Moon Girl Season 2. And if I was to tell you I know what episode I'm on, I would be lying to y'all, so I'm just going to take a wild guess and say I believe we are on Season 2, Episode 5. And last episode I remember is the one where she kind of started getting the villains where in kind of a little rehab program, which is pretty nice. It feels like she's kind of trying to start her own little version of Thunderbolts, which is pretty much essentially, I wish I could get words out of my mouth lately. Ever since I got my wisdom teeth taken out, and no, I wasn't flicking y'all off. My mind is so scatterbrained right now. I just got finished watching an episode of Hell of a Boss, so yeah, my mind is just... Plus, I just finished driving like 500 miles today. But yeah, Thunderbolts are essentially just Marvel's version of Suicide Squad. So, yeah, I don't know fully the backstory behind that, but I do know that that's essentially what they are. So if you're familiar with the concept of Suicide Squad using villains to take care of various different, missions, then that's kind of essentially what they're doing here. Taking reformed villains and doing missions with them. But this is Moon Girl's version. What that's going to entail, I have no idea, but I got a feeling we're also going to be moving on to something completely different after that episode, so let's find out. I believe we're in Season 2, Episode 5. Hopefully I'm not wrong, and if I am, correct me in the comments, and hopefully I'll have it right on the title. But nonetheless, I'm going to shut up, and we're going to hit that play button because, holy crap, I haven't watched an episode of this in months. And this is something I've definitely got to get back to. So, 3, 2, 1, and play.
New York bagels are objectively superior because our tap water has a low concentration of calcium and magnesium, so the gluten in the dough is...
I don't know how we started with talking about bagels, but I'm kind of interested in that. I want to taste a New York bagel now. Yeah, little man, what you doing?
Hello?
Too much screen time.
As you're playing on the phone?
Wanted to see me before school. Tell them I say hi.
About giving a tour to a new student this morning.
You're back! That's pretty freaking awesome! Nice!
So, this kid is unique. Meet Marvin.
And
Ellis.
obviously this kid is going to be, yes, the one taking people's measurements in the park, or wherever you are. Kid KREE? Interesting name for an episode.
This is laughing, right? Why are we doing it?
Okay, so Lunella, you're gonna have to figure out really fast that this guy is not from Earth.
Just the basics. Who ranks highest in combat drills here?
Time for PE.
Oh, I already used the facilities.
Oh, I'm so immature. I know that sound from an original Nintendo game, I just don't know which Nintendo game.
Missed an exponent on that binomial theorem.
Oh.
Donkey Kong!
Right. Marvin?
I know it ain't the exact sound, but it feels like it
We played
is.
something like this at my old school. I've got a perfect...
Stand up straight. Salute.
Wow, why do you remind me so much of Omni-Man?
Look, ridiculous.
It's my human disguise for Planet C-53. Our warrior here to vanquish you in
Oh.
the name of the KREE Empire.
Okay, Kid KREE. Let's
Okay. So is this gonna be... Okay, I don't know Kid KREE, but he looks kind of like a Captain Marvel. I mean, we need a different shade of light on that costume. That feels like a Captain Marvel uniform.
That alien down to Earth. Deal?
But maybe we can use the codename Kid KREE on him. Why not?
too soon, but I was wondering if you
Okay. I do like this aspect of them trying to create weapons to defend themselves against each other's weapons. That's very cute.
I'm really glad you moved here.
I'm still not feeling their relationship. It feels like they're just kind of shoving them together. Granted, that is what they're doing because of this, just for the sake of the storyline, but still. Oh, well, yeah, hold on. I know I said I want that uniform of his in a different shade, but this is accurate to comics, actually.
Dang, D.
Did you think that Earth technology was actually going to be compatible with KREE?
I want my look to be evil stepsister shit.
Comic books, cartoons,
This shirt or
possibly.
Kid KREE dropped it. Duh. Marvin?
Wow, that's much
Well,
better.
obviously we know. I was about to say, how did you not know,
Be a
but
great victory for the KREE Empire. And
obviously.
for your father. Sir.
Omni-Man's calling.
Who are you?
I'm Moon Girl, the superhero your kid was supposed to capture.
Where's Melba?
Alien menace.
You may have just started
Antagonize these scary, scowling
a war.
extraterrestrials.
Guys like that are all show.
So
Marvin.
how are you liking your new school, Marvin?
Don't
By
eat the
all intents
bone.
and measures, the best place in the universe. Very
Holy
different from
crap.
my old academy.
Want some lima beans, baby girl?
Your family's right there. Thank you.
Baby,
Okay, it's in her head.
We're respectable people. Dang it! No, it's not you. It's just that my father can be kind of
Tyrannical?
reasonable.
what do you mean, child?
Oh, remember that guy that you kind of told off a second ago that's, you know, kind of an Omni-Man stand-in for this universe?
Thank you for your hospitality.
He's here!
Wait, I'll come with you.
That'll just make it work. I didn't know.
Wow. I like him now. Time for the music. Let's do it. Everyone knows who you are, Moon Girl. Just tell them to get out of your freaking way. You've got a dinosaur there to move them out the way for you.
But when you found out, you set me up and stabbed me in the back.
Okay,
True.
Lunella, you are actually, well, until you got kicked there, you were actually holding your own for a second.
Melba, stasis sphere.
What the heck?
Well done, warrior. There may be hope for you yet.
Marvin, stop.
Why didn't you just talk to me?
I know. I should have. I jumped to conclusions without looking deeper, without looking for the great person I got to know. The person I call my friend.
Enough wasting time. Put her in the ship's hold.
You don't have to do this, Marvin. I know this isn't the real you.
Now you finish what you came here to do. I'll eliminate the lizard.
Oh,
Call me Kid KREE.
okay. You actually stood up to him. Way to go. It took them a while, but they're kind of growing on me a little bit now.
tech skills are astounding. They could be a tremendous asset to the KREE Empire.
Hey,
My son.
see, if you were just to talk to your dad... I don't mind his dad now. That was a really good scene.
In touch. Soul nerds like us gotta stick together.
Thanks, Marvin.
Soul
You know
nerds
what's
gotta
nice?
stick together.
To feel a little less
That
alone.
feels kind of reminiscent of the Owl House when they said, us weirdos gotta stick together. Oh, okay, well, I didn't think I'd be seeing that in the end credits of him doing this with his pecs, but okay, whatever, whatever. Okay, y'all are lingering on this a little bit too much, but I'm gonna flip this over. That way I don't have to see that no more. So, yeah, okay, this episode, it was a good good episode to jump back into, I did feel like that they were just kind of like, okay, we're gonna push Lunella and honestly I barely remember his name because he was going by like 3 different names. It wasn't Marvell, because that's who I was thinking of. Wasn't him, it was Melvin, Kid KREE, and Melver. Something. I can't fully remember, all the names he was going by. But I felt like they just kind of pushed them two together. And if you're going to create that type of relationship between, individuals, especially a main character individual like Lunella, who has not shown interest in any type of relationship like that at all, I feel like it should have went down a little bit more of maybe a 2 or 3 episode arc, because that would have been a good arc to have for an episode, that would have just been really good to have. It just feels like it could have established this kid as a threat to her. But, now that I'm saying it out loud, honestly, you don't have to have 2, 3 episode arcs for stuff like this. This isn't that kind of show where you need that much development. It's like, you know what? Hey, we're going to throw this out there to you. If you accept it, you accept it. If you don't, you don't, type deal. I get it. That's what they're going for. For me, I like story. I like to be invested in it. I like to get to know the characters. I want to know the characters. What I would want from this, personally, I got to remember what kind of show I'm watching. But what I would have wanted was 2 or 3 different episodes of, or at least 2 episodes. It don't have to be 3, but have the whole episode be there. And us as a viewer, we don't even know who Kid KREE is. I mean, granted, yes, it was kind of obvious with the way they did it, but they should have wrote it in a way where we don't even know who Kid KREE is. And then at the end of the first episode, we feel the betrayal just like Lunella feels it. That would have hit us a little bit more as well. And then in the second episode, we kind of get the resolution, and we get that nice scene with his dad, because he was really proud of his son there at the end. I see that. And that's all that, he was wanting this whole time, was his dad to be proud of him. And, he didn't want to be this warrior, but he also wanted to... He's doing everything he was doing to impress his dad, and he finally did it. So now he feels good about everything that happened. And I feel like that would have been really good conclusion to a 2 episode arc. But it is what it is. I like the episode for the most part when I sit back long enough to actually be like, okay, this is not that kind of show that's going to really flesh everything out, the way I want it fleshed out. So I've got to get that out of my head. And I just, yeah, it definitely, I feel like the show needs more fleshing out, but that's okay. I mean, I do watch shows like My Little Pony and stuff like that. So I got to keep in mind that not everything I watch has fleshing out. I have been watching a lot of other animation lately, though, like Has Been Hotel, where they're fleshing things out. Granted, they could use a couple more episodes to really flesh it out, but they're really, I've been watching too much stuff that's story driven, especially with Invincible, with him reminding me of Omni-Man. That's what's making me think of story driven stuff, because Invincible is that's a good series. I definitely need to watch the last episode of season 2. I'm on season 2 in a lot of things right now that I think about it, and I know my mind and my mouth is going a mile a minute right now, but holy crap, that just popped in my head that I'm watching season 2 of Moon Girl, I'm watching season 2 of Hell of a Boss, I'm watching season 2 of Invincible, and season 2 of Smiling Friends. I'm watching season 2 of a lot of different things. In fact, I need to check on Smiling Friends. There might be an episode 6 of season 2 out right now. Alright, so since my mind is just going just haywire right now, and everything's like a mile a minute, and I haven't even had that much. Well, I have had 3 cans of energy drinks today, so that could be a thing about it. But nonetheless, I'm going to shut it up, and y'all know how I feel about the episode. I feel like we could have stretched it out to 2 episodes, and it would have really been good. If there is some highlights of the writing there, I do like some aspects of it, but at the same time, I just wanted more. And I gotta realize that that ain't that kind of show that it's going to give that much more. Only on like the 2-parter ending episode, end of the season episodes is where we're going to get the more that I'm expecting. So I'm shutting up, passing it off to y'all. Y'all know the drill by now. Hit that like, tickle to subscribe. Don't be texting and driving. And as Mr. Rogers always says,
and I like you as you are. I do.